Who was eliminated in the amazing Race 38 premiere last night? Jack Palumbo and Enzo Palumbo, brothers. Enzo and his brother Jack entered the race with the intention of extending his run of qualifying for the finals. However, they encountered an obstacle when they received a hazard for finishing last before the leg even began. Even though they caught the herring with ease, the clog bike ultimately proved to be their undoing. Any opportunity the two had of catching up was thwarted by its unwieldy character and tendency to get lost. They were chosen to proceed first, even though they only saw the other teams at the roadblock in the rear of the pack, like the daisies nearby. Which teams finished at the top of the amazing Race 38 premiere last night? The first leg was almost flawless for Jazz and Jag Baines. The two took an early lead stacking cheese after receiving an express pass, see below, and never gave up. In the hopes that those favors would later be returned, they also cultivated relationships with other teams along the road. Tucker and Eric Des Lauriers, another brother duo, came in second, but they took first place. Izzy Gleicher and Paige Seber, an engaged pair, came up from second to last at the beginning of the leg to take third place. Which teams finished at the bottom of the amazing Race 38 premiere last night? The two teams above Jack and Enzo didn't have much better luck than they had. After Kat unintentionally stole a prop from a job, Alex Romo and Kat Dunn broke down, both literally and figuratively, but they managed to finish in 11th place. Starting line drama. Before the race had started, the teams completed a challenge for the first time in amazing race history. They played 10-pin bowling with one partner as the pin after arriving in Amsterdam. The first team to receive a strike was Kyland and Taylor Hale, who were awarded both an express pass for themselves and one to give away. Their castmates reacted differently when they decided to present it to Jazz and Jag Baines at the starting line. However, Enzo Palumbo and Jack Palumbo came in last. They were thus assigned a hazard, which required them to ride a clog bike for the remainder of the leg in addition to eating a herring. Big Brother players test drive life on the road, but which team stalled out first? 9. Teams of Big Brother veterans are already in Hoorn, Netherlands, and are rushing off to their first task when the new season of the amazing race begins. Talk about getting off to a fast start. This ensemble includes 3 BB winners, Chelsea, Jag, and Taylor, as well as a boyfriend and girlfriend duo, Rubina and Tucker, however they are in competition with one another. View a list of the whole cast here. Even though these two have experience with reality TV, they are all fresh to TR. Who, then, will be able to run to the finish line? Let's review the premiere of Season 38. Teams are led to an ice rink by the first clue, where they must push one another on sleds in order to knock down bowling pins. An express pass is awarded to the first team to receive a strike, already. At some point during the leg, the last will be burdened with a big ol' hazard. Teams are already racing around hurriedly and missing clue boxes barely minutes into its premiere. Taylor and Kyland get the express pass, which gives them a significant early edge, but Natalie, Stephanie, Tucker, and Eric try the pins first. The final group to finish it? Jack and Enzo. I'm sorry, meow meow. The teams meet Phil at the starting mat after concluding their time at the rink, and he informs them that Kyland and Taylor will have to choose who will receive a second express pass. They choose Jag and Jazz over their previous co-stars in an attempt to get some new allies. Phil then informs them that the world is waiting for them and that their next clue can be found on the automobiles around the corner. Whoa, a self-drive in the first episode. The next stop is the port of Volendam. We adore witnessing it. Then, as Jack and Enzo eat some herring, teams have to ride tandem bikes to a cheese market. However, when in Rome, Hoorn, teams are required to deliver stacks of goodness at the cheese market, Dutch cheese, in the traditional Dutch manner, and the costumes are really cool. While the teams construct everything in a pyramid shape, men on boats toss the players 2 cheese balls at a time. Turner and Megan circle themselves, while Jag and Jazz finish first and head out to find the next clue. It's almost sad to watch them so lost. The same is true for Jack and Enzo after scarfing down a fish. Roadblock teams have to locate and select 9 flowers in a massive greenhouse because the Netherlands is the world's flower capital. However, as they make an arrangement that resembles the example, they have to be very mindful of the colors and petals. Kat adds another stop to their quest for $1 million when she forgets to leave her bandana with the cheese man, even though the regulations expressly state that she must leave the outfit behind. However, because Enzo is nowhere to be seen, perhaps this isn't such a huge error. Is Enzo still in the nation? Did they inadvert?